What's up, fantasy champions? Spotlight Sports Network is excited to tell you about an amazing deal from Thrive Fantasy, your place for daily fantasy sports and esports. Right now, with promo code SS Network, Thrive Fantasy will match up to $50 of your first deposit. So go to thrivefantasy.com and sign up now with promo code SS Network. That's thrivefantasy.com, promo code SS Network.
But I know that's just in my mind. I know everything is just in my mind. Do you really want to be famous? Do you really want to be a superstar? Do you really want to get dangerous? Do you even know where the groupies are? Bitches out here be...
Welcome to Hammer's House.
Once a Raider, bruh, always a Raider, bruh. Shit simple as that. You look silver and black. Lot of bread invested in that O-line. Car insurance cost an arm and a leg to reach that goal line. It's go time.
Yo, what's going on? What is going on, everybody? I am back with a live stream. And y'all know what this is. This is the mock draft edition of the Spotlight Raiders Talk Live. And I have to bring my fellow brother and my fellow host, co-host to the show. He's an inconsistent co-host, though, but I don't give a crap. But we got my boy, Hammer's House, in the building.
I have the wife and kids.
I do not.
Hammer's here.
Listen. What's goody, my bro? What's up with you?
My green screen looks like it's having a seizure or Parkinson's. I don't know. Shit needs to be fixed ASAP though. Yeah.
You know what? It might be your lighting than anything.
Hold on.
You got to get you some LED lights, bro.
Look at some strobes.
Oh, listen, he's trying to fix his green screen as we speak. That's why I don't like the green screen on StreamYard. That's why I decided not to go that way as well. But we're doing a mock draft edition of this show, man. So I'm using PFN, Pro Football Network. I'm not using PFF. I'm not using the Draft Network. What I have it as is what I have. I have the draft going fast, and we're going to do our picks. We will be back and forth. If they ask us for some trades, we're going to see what's going to go on in the chat. But before we do anything, I don't know if y'all see the pinned comment, but I do have Hammer's House link in the pinned comment. So make sure y'all go subscribe to Hammer House because he does give you your Las Vegas Raiders news and he does give you your New York Mets news as well, which we will be live later on tonight at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time on Hammer's House, Snake Sports Talk Show, and the Spotlight Sports Network. But how's your day going so far, bro?
It's my day off, bro. I'm chilling with the monster among pups. He's laying next to me in his bed out like a light right now, doing the adulting thing, cleaning and shit. And yeah. And to touch on what Darian just said in regards to what I'm covering, also UFC this coming Saturday night, we have Usman versus Masvidal 2. So me and Jake the Snake Silva will be live. You guys that are big on MMA, big on UFC, you guys do not want to miss this event. So make sure to check us out.
Exactly. And let everybody know, let the Raider Nation know, share this live everywhere because we are live on Facebook. We're live on Hammer's House. We're live damn near everywhere on social media outside of Instagram and Twitch. Outside of that, we're on almost every damn near social media. But let's get into the mock draft. But before we do that, let the Raider Nation know, Hammer, how do you feel about the signing of Russell Douglas? How do you feel about that? That signing?
I'm happy. It's not all right. So it's not who everybody wanted. You know, a lot of the nation would have loved to have had the seasoned vet that is Richard Sherman.
Right.
I looked at Douglas's numbers, pretty solid. Last 2 years, up and down. Dude can tackle, though. He can cover. He didn't have interceptions the last 2 seasons. The other thing, and me and Darren spoke about this last night, I had no clue. He played with Nick Kwiatkowski, and he also played with Carl Joseph when they were at West Virginia. So I have a feeling that maybe one of them, if not both of them, were in Mayock's and Gruden's ear, like, hey, bring this dude aboard. He could be some help for us, especially for that secondary. So I just wish that we were already past this stuff. I wish we were past the draft and everything and just going into training camp and getting closer to the start of the season so we can see what this product is going to be this year. Like, this few months off sucks. It really does.
Well, we got 9 days left into the NFL draft. Yeah. So it's going to be interesting. So shout out to the Discord game. I just sent y'all the link to come into the live, but it's going to be a very interesting draft, man. A lot of choices at number 17, 9 days into the NFL draft. I will be live with it. I don't know if y'all saw on my story that today I just got my NFL draft gear. I don't know if y'all saw it, but I got the corny behind Las Vegas Raiders draft hat. I don't care. It looks terrible, but I still end up getting it. But I think the shirt wasn't too bad. I didn't open it up yet. It's still in the plastic, and I'm just going to wait till draft day to get that. But did y'all see the new Raiders hat that I got? That thing is outside of the draft hat. I got another hat as well. I don't know if y'all saw it, but make sure y'all go to Spotlight Raiders Talk and go look at that. That goddamn hat. It looks just like what Hammer has on, but it has the EST of when they came to Las Vegas, has a Raiders helmet on this side with embroidery Raiders on the side and Las Vegas on the back and the AFC logo on the other side. Awesome.
I want to see you. I just want to see you in your Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. That's what I'm waiting for.
I mean, listen, I will be getting a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt. I'm still waiting on the shipment for that to be sent out. I did buy myself a Baby Trent Brown t-shirt, but I do have on Raiders Honcho's t-shirt, Raider Nation, everything. Shout out to Raider Honcho. His shirt is pretty dope. He got a nice few things on there. And shout out to Graphk Raider. I got a t-shirt and a hoodie from him as well with the Al Davis on it. That was pretty dope. That was limited edition. But if you want me to show y'all, I can show y'all the hat real quick. All right, so let me get up while I go get this. Wait a second.
We'll be back in a moment, folks.
It ain't gonna be that long. Shut up. All right. See, wasn't that long. Okay, so
that's what she said.
This is the official Raiders hat that I got here. So it has the EST.
That's dope.
Have the EST of when the Raiders went to Vegas with the Raiders helmet and the AFC logo and the Las Vegas Raiders on the back embroidery and Raiders on the side embroidery. So I have this hat here. I'm not going to wear it yet. I was going to wear it on tonight's show, but I decided not to. So I'm going to wait to wear this hat. And the draft hat. This is a terrible draft hat. But I got it to wear on draft day. So pretty okay.
Honestly, that's better than the one that they had last year.
Honestly, though, I think the one last year was better than this one because this is like a trucker's. This is like a trucker's.
It's a trucker fitted. That's what they're trying to go with now. I
don't understand that.
People trying to bring back the trucker hat, but now they're doing it in a fitted style. So
yeah,
you'll never see me in the trucker hat, but I think that one looks better than the draft hat that they had last year for the Raiders.
I actually like the draft hat last year than this. I don't know. It's just something about this front logo that really throws me off. Like they made Las Vegas too damn big. They should at least make the Raiders a little bit bigger on this one. But y'all got, I know y'all loving the first hat though. Y'all saying the hat is fire. So
it is. Definitely is.
Listen, you know what's funny though? On NFL Shop, this was on sale. This hat was on sale. And I got it for what, $24.99 on NFLshop.com. So make sure y'all go check your emails for NFL Shop. They always having a discount. So definitely go get that. But this hat is like, for people that missed it, this is the hat, y'all. If y'all missed it, EST on the side with the Raiders on the side, Las Vegas in the back with the A in the helmet. That's a classic helmet too. That's not even the actual helmets that we have now, but that's a classic helmet. But
fire.
Shout out to NFLshop.com for both of those hats. And I got the t-shirt. T-shirt's still in packaging. I'm not opening that up. Trent Brown baby t-shirts is online. Yes, baby Trent Brown t-shirts is online. So make sure I go to spotlightsportsgear.com for that. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do our mock draft. So let me share the screen real quick for y'all. I'm gonna try to see if I can do this first. See if I could do this first, and then boom. I don't know if that's going to work, so I'm gonna try it the other way, honestly, because I can't see. I can't see it for some reason. So
let me shut my phone off because I'm getting harassed right now.
All right, so here we go. All right.
Pretty.
So can
That's
y'all
pretty.
see this? That's better.
That's dope.
All right. So say no more, y'all. Say no more. I'm not gonna be able to actually see the comments, but I'm actually gonna go on YouTube and look at the comments here. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. Have it as a fast draft speed. We're gonna do the Raiders only. We're gonna make these picks. So Hammer, we could go back and forth. So if you want to take the 17th pick, depending on what's available, we could go back and forth on the picks. That's good with you?
That's fine, man.
Oh, the website for the mock draft is Pro Football Network mock draft simulator. So profootballnetwork.com. Also, let's draft. Let's see what's available here. Let's get this thing rolling and see if we get any trades or anything of that nature at number 17. So we have 3 offers, Hammer. 3 offers here. So the Lions wants to take our 17th pick and our 200 pick, which is in the 6th round, for the 41st pick, the 72nd pick, the 2022 second round pick, and the 2022 third round pick. So, Hammer, since you got the first pick in the draft, I mean, let's see what the other offers have, though.
Yeah, please.
The Saints want the 17th pick. The Saints want to give us the 28th and the 60th pick.
So that would give us 2 picks in the second round and 2 picks in the third round.
Well, we already have 2 picks in the third round.
No, so I'm saying if we were to do that trade, we would have an additional pick in the second round on top of the 2 we already have in the third round.
So what about this for the Chargers? Look at the Chargers, what they offering us. The 47th pick, the 77th pick, and the 97th pick in this draft, then 2022 second round and 2022 7th round.
That's all right. So pick 47 is second round. So we'd have 2 in the second round. 77, we would have like 2. We would have 3 total in the third round, and they're like a pick apart or some shit. 2 of them are back to back. We have 79 and 80, and then we would have 77. That's weird.
Yeah, no. I think me personally, I will reject all these 3. But you have the 17th pick.
Keep the 17th.
Okay, keep the 17th. So we're going to reject all 3. Good. All right. So who's on the board, Hammer?
Yeah, I'm getting
I can scroll down. I mean, you want to go defense first? You want to go offensive line? Because we see that if we look up, Micah Parsons is already off the board, and he went to the Philadelphia Eagles. I am surprised that he even went in the top. He got out of the top 10. J.C. Horn is off the board. Kyle Pitts is off the board. Wow, to the Chargers, I'm kind of surprised about that one. Najee Harris to the Patriots, kind of surprised about that one too. But these are the players that are available. Christian Darrisaw, JOK, Christian Baltimore, Greg Newsome, Elijah Vera Tucker. I mean, where you want to go here, man? Caleb Farley.
You know who I want. You go.
Where?
Go to take more.
You gonna take Trayvon Moehrig?
Yep.
All right, so Trayvon Moehrig is right there at 17. So that's who we go with our 17th pick, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we got 2 more trade offers here. This is on me now. So the Green Bay Packers went the 48th pick for our 62nd in the 92nd pick. So that's what the Green Bay Packers is offering. Now, the Miami Dolphins is asking for the 50th pick and the fourth round pick in 2020. I'm going to reject both of those because that's only 2 spots down. So why would we trade down for 2 spots. It doesn't make any sense for me. We can still go get something at 48. So I'm going to reject both of these, in my opinion. So let's see what's available on defense, in my opinion. See what's on defense, in my opinion, because Richie Grant is still there. Jabril Cox is there because everybody keeps talking about how much we need a linebacker. That's how much we talk about. And stop laughing at me, Hammer. Stop laughing. Because I know you're laughing right now. I know you are. So as far as defense, we got Richie Grant, Eric Stokes. So safety, we have Nasir Dean, Javon Holland, Jamar Johnson. Me personally, I know Hammer's not going to agree with this, but I am going to agree with this. Me personally, I think Jamar Johnson is right here at 48. I like it. I think we go back-to-back safeties in this round because we don't have that much. We don't have that much depth at safety. So I think we go safety back-to-back rounds according to this draft and what's available at this time. So I'll go with this. So this is the 79th pick for the Las Vegas Raiders. The Chicago Bears want to give us the 83rd pick and the 2022 fourth round pick for our 79th and our 167th.
I'm not trading with the Bears, period, for the simple fact that they took Mac from us. I'm never doing a deal with them ever again.
And me personally, only reason why I took two for the people that's in the chat, reason why I took 2 safeties is because this offensive line is deep in the draft. We could get one of those in the 3rd and the 4th round. And we have back-to-back picks with the 79th and the 80th. So I'm going to reject both of these, in my opinion. So I'm going to go to all and let Hammer do the 79th, and I'm going to do the 80th. Look who's available at the 79th pick. That's why I picked Jamar Johnson and Trevon Moehrig, because look who's available. We still have great offensive linemen, good defensive players. Javon Holland's still there. We have so many decent players left. That's why I went back-to-back safeties, because it's one of the weakest spots for the Raiders.
Is Spencer Brown available?
Is Spencer Brown available? Let's see. Spencer Brown is
not him.
No, he's
no.
Yeah, I don't think he's available.
So he's off the table. Let me see what offensive lineman we got, because this is where I was going to go for the 3rd round anyways. This is where I've been looking.
So look what we have left as the offensive lineman. Liam Eichenberg, we got Jaleb Mayfield, Walker Little, Brady Christensen. I've been hearing a lot about him as well. Deontay Smith, James Hudson. James Hudson is kind of a raw offensive tackle, which I wouldn't go with because he did switch from defensive tackle to offensive tackle when he transferred from Michigan to Cincinnati. So I really wouldn't go with James Hudson there. Me personally, I think Liam Eichenberg is the best offensive tackle available.
I'm on the fence between him and Eichenberg, but between him and Christensen, but I think I'm going to go with Eichenberg.
Okay, so come on, Bears. I'm not taking I'm keeping. I'm thinking we might end up keeping all our picks depending on how everything is. So we end up getting Eichenberg with the 79th pick. Now let's see what other needs that we have. So right now for the Raiders, safety, corner, offensive tackle, linebacker, wide receiver. I don't know why we need a wide receiver. That doesn't make any sense to me, but so linebacker is what we need. And it was linebacker, corner. So me personally, I'm going to go corner here. Let's see who's available at the corner spot.
I would have went with a corner in the 2nd round.
I mean, I just feel like with the safeties, I feel like if Jamar Johnson is there and knowing that I can't trust Jeff Heath and knowing that we only Carl Joseph, Jeff Heath, Jonathan Abram, that's only 3. That's only 3 safeties on our list. On our depth chart, if you really want on our starting depth chart, it's only 3 safeties. So I'm gonna make it more mock draft, so you never know with me. I might make a different mock draft every single day when it comes to the Spotlight Raiders talk. So let's see. Only reason why I say all secondary because that's where we sucked at. But the linebackers, we still have Dylan Moses, Cameron McGraw, Monty Rice. And I think right here at number 80, I'm going to go with Monty Rice at linebacker because I did want to go corner, but we did pick 2 safeties up in the first 2 rounds. We picked up 2 safeties in the first 2 rounds, so we do have to address the linebacker position. And mind you, JOK was not there at 17. Micah Parsons wasn't there at 17, so that's why we went what we went there. So me personally, I'm going to take Monty Rice, linebacker out of Georgia. All right, so the 121st pick in the draft, no trades was proposed to us. So, Hammer, where do you want to go here, knowing our team needs a safety, cornerback, offensive tackle, linebacker, and wide receiver?
We already got safeties. We already got an offensive tackle.
We got to get at least another one before this draft is over.
Of course, but...
Or go guard.
Let's see what the guards are available.
All right. So the guards that are available, we have Robert Hensley from Notre Dame, Larry Boone from Missouri, Robert Jones from Middle Tennessee, Greg Elam from Mississippi State, Jack Anderson, Sedarius Hutchinson from South Carolina, Tommy Kramer. There's a lot of offensive linemen coming out of Notre Dame too.
I'm gonna ask our viewers right now, do you think it would be crazy to draft another Notre Dame offensive lineman? Or do you think it kind of makes sense considering if it was one side of the offensive line, like the right side or the left side, that they already have the chemistry where the shit could work in the pros?
And Terrence Carey Jr. just said Hainsey can play multiple positions on the offensive line. That's what's being said. They saying chemistry, Robert Hainsley. Nope, I drafted 2 in mine. I am okay with it. That's what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah, definitely go with Hainsey then. Just that thought process alone, it makes sense. I know you're going from college to the pros and shit is faster, like they always say, but it just makes sense.
Okay. Because honestly, I think we might do a different simulator instead of we might keep this one and then go to Pro Football Focus and see what they have available. Because we might just end up having different people in each draft simulator. So this is a mock live draft.
Pro Football Focus has been such a clusterfuck every time I've tried to mess with it, and the things that you see, and like. Some of the way that they have their mock drafts, these simulators working for them, it's just like a lot of these picks early in the first round are not going to be realistic. But who am I to judge?
True. Okay. So
Dominique just said the same thing. PFF is not realistic at all.
Yeah, I did see that. It's not realistic at all.
BRB.
And shout out, I don't understand that how we got 27 likes and we got 72 people in here. That's what I'm not understanding, y'all. That's what I'm not understanding. So is the pick on me, right?
Yeah, because I just took Hainsey.
Okay, so what we need is a corner, offensive tackle, linebacker, wide receiver. I'm gonna go corner here, because we didn't address. So we addressed 2 offensive linemen, 2 safeties, a linebacker. So we really addressed almost everything but the wide receiver position. We didn't address the corner position. So we got Shakur Brown from Michigan State, Zach McPherson from Texas Tech. I'm really in love with Trey Brown, y'all. I don't know what it is about me watching Trey Brown's actual game tape. Trey Brown just really sticks out to me. Thomas Graham from Oregon sticks out to me too, and Elijah Griffin stands out to me too. So it's a lot of good corners still left on this board.
I say we don't draft anybody with the last name Brown because that seems to be the newest curse for the Las Vegas Raiders. Just saying.
I mean, as far as when it comes to rookies, I don't think so. But Trey Brown is that guy. Avery Williams from Boise State is pretty interesting too. Even Demore Lenore that from Oregon State. Not Oregon State, Oregon in a sense. Yeah, we got John Brown. I mean, John Brown's not going to be a headache for us.
I forgot though. Damn it, they still signed to Brown. We're fucked.
Yeah, so it wouldn't even matter, bro. It wouldn't even matter.
We're
so,
fucked.
Let's see, man. I don't know. This is tough for me at the corner position because there's so many good players coming out. But let's see who's the best player available at this time. So we got a linebacker from Charles Snowden from Virginia. We don't need a running back, so I don't know why these are the best players available.
I think they had one of the needs before, but again, that might have been PFF with that shit that we needed a running back as well. I'm like, what? We need what?
But they must have it updated because when we signed Drake at that time, it was a need. And I really thought that we was gonna go get Michael Carter at the time. So
hey, Mr. Carter. We having fun today, folks. All of a sudden I caught I didn't even nap. I'm just hyper all of a sudden. I think it's just because
I had two iced coffees from Dunkin' Donuts, so I'm definitely in there. But I'm gonna go with Trey Brown. I'm sorry. I like his game. I think his game is pretty solid on the defensive side when it comes to a corner. So, Hammer, you got a trade offer from the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They want the 167th pick for our 2022 6th round pick for 176th pick, 217th pick, and a 251 pick.
Survey says.
This is an interesting trade right here.
We're going to end up with a lot. We originally had 8 going into this draft, and now we would get another additional 2 on top of the 8 we already had. Yeah, I'll pull the trigger on that.
Oh, so you're going to take this here?
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right, so we're going to take a trade here, and we move down to the 176th pick.
Guys, don't kick me off the cliff for that one. I'm sorry.
So this is just a mock draft, y'all. We don't know if this is going to happen. This is just our personal mock draft. We're going to do multiple mock drafts on this live here today because this is a mock draft edition. We're going to try to give y'all different scenarios, as many scenarios as we can. So we need safety, corner, offensive tackle, linebacker, wide receiver. So what you going to do here, Hammer? This is all that is available here. Or what position you would like to go?
Scroll back up. Let me see the click on Amen. I'm not gonna fucking butcher his last name. Let me just see his stats real quick.
So they said he's a tough run defending linebacker who was very productive in the past 3 years, breaks down well and displays a good head for the football in the run defense, but does not bite on the ball fakes. Fires up the field, fluidity, changes direction, and flows well to the play. Nicely redirects into the action or ball handler and wraps up in tackling. Athletic, gets to the sidelines, showing speed in pursuit and covers at a good amount of area. Negatives is hesitant in late reaction and coverage, limited production in coverage during his college career. So according to the analysis, they say that he's a tough run defending linebacker who is best at making plays in the box or up the field. He's 2-down defender with athleticism and tenacity to be used for inside 3-4 alignment. He's not going to work if he's going to be.
We going 4-3. We going 4-3, not 3-4. Click on Chauncey Golston,
the edge from Iowa. All right, so underrated defensive end prospect with an upside and growth potential. Fires off the snap, break down well in the plays with the proper pad level. Moves with lateral side, slides off blocks, and makes plays in pursuit. Incredibly quick, displays terrific hands technique and bends off the edge. Immediately altering his angle to attack to pursue action. Occasionally stands over the tackle and shows the ability to be a pass rusher. Exploits marginally athletic offensive tackles, plays hard and rarely off his feet. His struggling to get off blocks is one of the most first steps of the lineman, and most significantly improve his strength at the point. So they're saying that Golston was a solid starter at Iowa for the past 2 seasons. went on to have a good week of practice at the Senior Bowl. He's a natural 4-3 defensive end and a situational pass rusher, will be eventually matured into every down player.
We don't need him as a starter. We're this late in the draft, and like they said, you could use him as a situational on the in the 4-3. Go with Golston.
Okay, so we
what up,
go
Autumn Win?
What's going on, Autumn Win? What's up, man? What's going on? So Chauncey Golston will be that 179th pick. So with the 200 pick, mind you, we still have 2 more picks after this because we traded with the Buccaneers. So we have 2 more picks after this.
I know I got people in here cursing me out for that one too.
So
what up,
have,
what up, Nate?
So safety, corner, offensive tackle. So he's an edge. So well, we got 2 offensive tackles already. We got a guard and a tackle, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
thank you guys. Appreciate it. Now please follow my channel.
Yeah, make sure y'all go over and check out. Make sure y'all go over and check out Hammer's house. The link is pinned in the comments. Make sure y'all go subscribe to his channel. Let's get my man to 200 subscribers, man. Let's get him to 200 or 300 subscribers. We have enough people to do that. Make sure y'all go show love to him.
I'm ready to start giving away shit too. You guys want some Hammer's house merchandise? I got y'all.
And I think we only went 1 corner in this draft, right?
Yes.
And I think, listen, we need as many corners as we need. I don't give a crap what we say.
Man,
like Damon Arnett is there, and Trayvon Mullen is there, and we did sign Rasul Douglas as a corner. We signed a few people, but Nevin Lawson is definitely not it. I think these players in the draft is better than Nevin Lawson coming out. I don't care what nobody say, but I do like a few players at the corner position. And at that corner position, I do like Elijah Griffin.
Yo, Terrence, that's messed up, bro.
We did get more. I'm going with Elijah Griffin, cornerback from USC. That is the one that I am going with here. Now, just to let y'all know, to refresh y'all, we did trade with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so we have 2 more picks, which is the 217th pick, which is on Hammer at this time. So, Hammer, where do you want to go here? Because our team needs safety, corner, offensive tackle, linebacker, or wide receiver.
So for those that just came in, Darian decided to take a safety in the 2nd round after I already drafted Morig in the first round.
Once you look at what we just did, you will understand why I did that.
I just want to see how why. I just want to see how
listen, you never know. Listen, you never know. Sometimes that's why we're going to do multiple mock drafts on here, because you got to do every best scenario that you need. So you can't judge me, man.
No, I'm not. The people
they can judge me all they want. I do not care.
They're like, it's 420. He's definitely smoking something right now.
All right, until you see, after this draft is done, you'll see why I did it. Because even with me drafting 2 safeties, we still filled up all the needs besides the wide receiver position. What can we say about that?
Let me see the linebackers. Oh my God, man. We're going to have fun today.
We are. So we have a few linebackers that is available, which is Errol Thompson, Isaiah McDuffie, KJ Britt, Buddy Johnson, Nick Neiman, Grant Stewart, Ernest Jones, Patty Fisher. We got a few, interesting linebackers here.
Appreciate you guys. Yeah, Anthony just said, bruh, free safety 2nd round is dumb after going free safety.
Who said that? All right, Anthony, until you see how trash our safeties was last year, I will go safeties back to back. How trash our safeties was last year. Sorry to say. I will go safety back to back. How trash our safeties was last year. Sorry.
We went safeties back to back. Let me see the receivers.
All right, so let's go to offense. Let's go to the wide receiver position here. So the wide receiver position, we still got Cornell Powell from Clemson, Tremorian Terry, wide receiver from Florida State, Max Moline from BYU, Marlon Williams from UCF, Jacob Harris from UCF, Jaleb Camp from Georgia Tech, Des Fitzpatrick from Louisville, Trey Walker from San Jose State.
Scroll back up, back to the top. I'll take a shot with the Clemson product and go with Powell.
Yeah, that's a Mike Mayock type of pick there. That's a Mike Mayock type of pick there.
Damn.
So let's see. We got one more pick left because remember we did trade with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, so it gave us more picks in that. So that people don't understand. People don't understand what we're trying to do here. So with the 251st pick, we got 2 offensive linemen, we got 2 safeties, 2 corners, 2 linebackers, and 1 wide receiver. Y'all can't tell me we didn't do this draft the way we needed to do this draft, especially when it comes to needs. Y'all can say whatever y'all want in the chat because y'all Raiders, y'all can never be satisfied.
He said, "Man, I give a biscuit."
Y'all can never be satisfied. I'm sorry. Miguel Ruiz says, F it, let's take 2 punters in the draft. I can't with y'all. See, I got people. We found I got a lot of people leaving the chat because of my picks. I don't care. I went with the best player available at the time. And me personally, I'm going back to the defense. I'm going back to the defense, and I'm going to go defensive tackle here. Just to make y'all mad. I'm going to go defensive tackle here, but it's like, no, I'm not going to do that. The biggest, I think we got 2 linebackers, we got 2 corners, 2 safeties, 2 offensive tackles, and 1 wide receiver.
See, Eddie, I did a hammer move and took the trade with Tampa and got 2 additional draft picks in the current draft.
Right. So we traded with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to give us 2 extra picks. That's why we had the 251st pick in this draft. So let me see. I don't want to go wide receiver. I don't want to go center. I mean, you can't go long. You can't go wrong with so many offensive linemen either. You can.
Yo.
He said, hey, get one more safety. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Y'all are so wrong. I'm definitely not doing it.
Y'all got me fucking tearing up already. Yo.
Oh, I can't. Y'all are high today. Y'all definitely, all y'all in the chat is high today.
It's 420.
I'm not high today on 420. I'm not high today. I'm sorry. So, I mean, in fact, you know what? You'll never know with this draft, man. It's not wrong to bring somebody in with the 7th round pick and have them fight for a spot. So let's look at the defensive tackle position.
So we're not a QB wire. No, we don't need any quarterbacks.
I hate y'all. I hate y'all. You know what? We're not doing those. Let's see what they have at quarterback. Let's see what they have. Oh, they got Ian Book from Notre Dame.
Is Ellinger up there?
Ellinger's up there.
Yo, let me not.
Ellinger's up there. It's a few quarterbacks up here that's not too bad. But we're not going to go quarterback, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not going to go quarterback. I'm going back to defensive tackle. Screw y'all. I'm going back to defensive tackle. I'm going to take y'all want to do majority defense this whole time. So the best available defensive player is Mustafa Johnson from Colorado, but I do like Darryl Slayton from Florida. I think he played really well at Florida, so I am going to take him with the number with the last pick. So this is how the draft went down.
I want to know, do we get a grade for this shit? Because now I'm real curious.
I don't know if we get a grade for it. So me personally, I think this is a solid draft, in my opinion. Look who we got at 17 and 48. We got back-to-back safeties with Jamar Johnson. Still was able to get Liam Eichenberg, Montney Rice, and Robert Hainsey. So we got still 2 offensive linemen within the first 121 picks. I don't think that's a problem. We went out and got an edge. We got a corner. We got 2 corners. We got a wide receiver in a DT. I think we addressed every position that was needed in the draft.
Navy vet, yes. I want to hear all of your grades for this one, and just
I don't know how y'all think this is C+. For me, I think it's like a B- in my opinion.
Just let them know which ones I picked and which ones you picked, and they can give us a grade.
Okay, so let's do this. Hammer picked number 17 for Trevin Moehrig. He picked Liam Eichenberg. He picked Robert Hainsey. He picked Chauncey Golston. He picked Cornell Powell. And that was basically it, right? Because of the trades, right?
So what would y'all grade me for those picks alone? Oh, damn.
C- at best. Y'all are bugging. Y'all must not know how bad our safety position was last year. Y'all must not know. If you could get a Trayvon Moorick and a Jamar Johnson in the first 2 picks, knowing that we had like
Medwin gave me a B+. I appreciate that.
So
Dennis,
I picked Jamar Johnson. I picked Monty Rice. I picked Trey Brown. And I picked Elijah Griffin and Tadario Slayton.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of love. I'm getting a lot of love for my picks. Just saying.
I like these picks, though. I like these picks. And me personally, I think this is a solid mock draft because what we did was we added more picks. Instead of having to stop at at 200, we traded with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to get the 217th and the 251st. So we added 3 more picks in 176. So we added 3 more picks in a trade, so we was able to address every need that was needed. I mean, how can y'all be mad at that? I don't understand how y'all can be mad at me drafting 2 safeties. It's the Raiders we talking about, y'all. It's the Raiders we talking about. So you got to pick the way the Raiders is going to pick. Think about it. Hammer, am I wrong, though?
Yo.
Am I wrong, though? It's the Raiders. The Raiders would do something like that and draft back-to-back safeties. They would do something like that.
You know what? There were talks the other day. Let's not all jump on Darian right now. There were talks the other day about how crazy Mayock can be when it comes to some of these draft picks. And they were saying what is like potentially them even drafting a receiver as the 17th overall. And I wanted to throw something at the TV. I'm just like, if Mayock does that shit, then he's got to be the next to go.
I'm telling you, he's drinking that Raider juice. He's drinking that Raiders juice. Look, Dominique Five even said it. The Raiders would pick a defensive end, Jason Owen at 17, workout warrior. Watch. See, you just never know with the Raiders. So which one you want to use now, Henry? Because this is up to you. I use I use Pro Football Network. So which one you want to use, the Draft Network or Pro Football Focus?
Do the Draft Network. Pro Football Focus, I'm not touching ever again.
All right, so y'all see these picks, right? So we're going to try the Draft Network.
You know what? Before we get into it, might as well just bring it up now. Todd McShay and Mel Kiper came out with a 3-round mock draft earlier today. And these were the picks that they came with the first 3 rounds for us, which I was pleased with and just somewhat intrigued. They have more going to the Raiders, 17th overall. Todd McShay has Kelvin Joseph, the cornerback out of Kentucky, going as the 48th pick. That's our 2nd round pick. And then 79 and 80, they're going with Spencer Brown, the offensive tackle out of Northern Iowa. And then they go the defensive tackle route with Levi Onwuzurike. I'm going to butcher it. I'm just calling him Levi, out of the D tackle out of Washington. That's what they came out with as their mock for the first 3 rounds. I like the first 2 round picks. Spencer Brown, I would go with as well. So I don't know. It was a little bit positive. I'm not sure about getting another D tackle. We just got rid of 2 D tackles because we were so deep with that already. But
I mean, it's not wrong to have them come into the actual, come into training camp and compete. Because, sometimes those later draft picks between 6 and 7, you just never know. They might be gems. You never know.
I was definitely blindsided by the draft pick when they drafted Abrams. I mean, not Abrams, Arnett last year. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Why? Why him? But whatever.
So we're going to a different mock draft, y'all. So we're going to go to the Draft Network. So the Draft Network, this might be a little different. Different players might be available at this time. So we're going to do it manually, 7-round draft, and it's going to be fast, and we're going to pick our player at the draft. So let's go. Let's see what they got to offer here when it comes to the Draft Network. Only thing I hate about the Draft Network is all these ads that you can't really see the best, the best available player. So I'm gonna just go with my picks, and wait till we get to the 17th pick. This is gonna be with no trades. This is gonna be with no trades. So right now,
let's get Mac Jones.
Absolutely not.
I'm joking. I don't want a quarterback.
Are you bugging right now?
Look, I don't want a quarterback. And if Mayock decides, no, Mayock better not decide to go that route.
So I'm trying to see the picks.
If we fulfilled everything come towards the end of the draft, then I would consider maybe because he's like that late in the draft, Sam Ehlinger out of Texas. But
oh my God, I hate these sponsors on the Draft Network. I hate this so badly. I think it's retarded to have all these advertisements on here, and I'm just trying to block it out. But just to let y'all know, Marcus Parsons is not on the board anymore. Xavier Collins is not on the board anymore. Elijah Vera Tucker, Christian Darrisaw, Devontae Smith, J.C. Horn, Kyle Pitts. I just really hope that Patrick Surtain don't go to the Broncos. Absolutely not. So half of these players are off the board if y'all see here. So the best available. I mean, Tevin Jenkins is still there as an offensive lineman.
Mac Jones is up there.
Yeah, Mac Jones is up there. We're not going Mac Jones at 17, but I wouldn't be surprised it's the Raiders. But me personally, I'm still gonna go with Morig here at 17. I'm still gonna go with Morig here at 17. That's where I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna go with Morig at 17.
Let's see where we're at for number 48 and who's available.
I can't stand the Draft Network because all these advertisements, I hate it. It's how they got it set up is really, really terrible. Really terrible. All right, so at the number 48th pick. So I hate that we can't do this by position, which it sucks.
There you go.
I know, but when I scroll down, this shit is weird. So where you want to go here? Because I can't go any where you want to go here at number 48.
Look at corners first. Let me see who's at the top of that list.
So you got Elijah Molden from Washington, Tyson Campbell. You have Paul Adebo. I've been hearing about Benjamin St. Justy a little bit, but I mean, Trill Williams is there from Syracuse. So Sean Wade, we're not going cornerback. We're not doing no more Ohio State cornerbacks. That's out. We're not doing that. Radarius Williams from Oklahoma State. They saying go back to safety again.
Nah, go to hold on. Take Elijah Molden.
You gonna take Elijah Molden, cornerback, ooh. All right, now. So number 48 has been Elijah Molden from Washington at the number 48th pick.
I was gonna say to go back to offensive line. I thought about just taking Eichenberg again, but
so let's see who's available when it comes to. Come on now. So let's go to offensive tackle. Let's see who's available in the third. So you have Brady Christensen, Jalen Mayfield.
There. See, this is
Mr. Brown right there.
I feel like this is what is going to happen right now. That some of these guys, everybody's trying and I'm not saying you guys. There are so many offensive linemen that it is so deep in this draft this year that we can work with building that defense a little bit and go on the route of a safety and a corner in the first 2 rounds. We have back-to-back picks in the 3rd round. That's where we're going to be able to snatch up the tackles or guards that we need to fill the depleted offensive line that we have right now. So who do we have available? You said Christensen is up there. Brown is up there. This is perfect. We could even get
ideal
both of them
role
right now.
See, for Christensen, they say an ideal role is a backup swing offensive tackle. The scheme fit is an offense that employs the power running scheme. So it's kind of like, okay, he's a backup swing, but know how the Raiders like to run the football. He's good for like a power running scheme, which John Gruden likes to do.
Right.
So that's, they saying his football IQ will likely struggle against athletic rushers in the NFL if he remains at left tackle. That's what they're saying on the Draft Network.
But isn't Colton Miller the left tackle right now for us?
Yeah, but who's the backup for Colton Miller?
That'll probably be his backup.
That'll probably be his backup. But let's see what they say about Spencer Brown. So I think I'm torn between these two, in my opinion. So Spencer Brown, they're saying his ideal role is a eventually starting right tackle, vertical passing scheme for his scheme fit. But he does say, although he has been sufficient in the FCS, he projects with average lateral of mobility when it comes to redirecting inside against quicker athletes. However, his length and his instincts help him recover and makes it difficult to beat when he is when his technique is good. So this is a tough one here. This is a tough one. So I'm gonna go with Brady Christensen here because he's more available for the power running scheme, which John Gruden likes to have dogs in at that tackle position. So I'm going to go with Brady Christensen, OT from BYU here. So let me just make a shout out real quick. So shout out to JT Douglas with a $5 donation. He said, my boys, you get a tackle at Tevin Jenkins at 17. The dude was a BC plays angry technique is so far advanced for college football, his IQ. Well, I think I decided to go with Christensen in the third. So Hammer is on you with the number 80th pick.
Is Jenkins up there right now or no? Is he already off the board?
I think Jenkins is already off the board. Let me check real quick. Yeah, Jenkins is off the board.
All right, so go back to the offensive lineman. Spencer Brown still there?
Let's see.
Because the thing with Spencer Brown is the comparison already, at least from the Raiders standpoint, is dude's a 6'8" big body, and he's got the same type of athleticism as Colton Miller. So I think it would definitely help for the line. Throw him on the opposite side, obviously. I would go with Brown.
6'8" and a half, and he's 314 pounds.
That's a fucking beast.
That is a monster.
Take Spencer Brown.
So you going with Spencer Brown with the set.
Yep.
So you going back-to-back offensive linemen. Then the rest should be defense. So shout out to JT Douglas with a $5 donation. We really do appreciate it.
Thank you, Zach.
All right, so we're going to wait for our picks here. So far, we got to address the linebacker position too.
Mm-hmm.
We do have to address the linebacker position.
I already put money on it. Davis is already off the board out of Kentucky.
So at the linebacker position, let's look that up. Monty Rice is still there. That's crazy that he dropped for the 121st pick.
We know he re-signed a 1-year deal. He's going to retire after this season.
Okay. So Monty Rice, Charles Snowden, Tony Fields, Joshua Ross. I like Justin Hiller from Ohio State. I think he's pretty good. Ernest Jones is pretty good too. I looked up him. So name some linebackers in the chat, y'all. Name some linebackers in the chat. Who do you think we should get according to what we're looking at here? We got Monty Rice, Charles Snowden, Tony Fields, second from West Virginia, Joshua Ross from Michigan, Justin Hilliard. Can you stop spamming with Jamar Johnson? Can we stop saying that, please? Thank you. Because they spamming. I don't like the spam. Micah Parsons is not there in the fourth round, y'all. Come on.
Okay. I'm getting a headache right now.
All right, so please, Monty Rice or Charles Snowden. I don't think Davis is there though.
Nah, I'm telling you, Davis is probably drafted in like one of the first 2 rounds. And I love the fact that so many of you guys are on board with some of the picks some of these draft talents that I've talked about over these last few weeks when I've jumped on in. he's going to probably be gone late second, early third round, and that's my opinion. Earl Thompson, is he up there still?
Yeah, Jamin Davis is off the board, y'all.
Yeah, when did he get drafted?
It doesn't say. So I have to go to. I have to like go through all the picks.
No, don't do that. Don't even bother.
That's why I hate the Draft Network. It's so stupid. Uninteresting, please. Thank you. Won't show this content anymore. What's going on, Doc? Shout out to my boy Graphk Raider, man. Shout out to my boy Graphk Raider. He's in the building. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Graphk Raider. He's in the building, man. So we doing our mock draft from different websites. So what's the pick is on me for the 121st pick, or is on you?
No, it's on you, brother.
It's on me because you picked Spencer Brown. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you.
So let me see. What are our needs? This is what the Draft Network said is our needs: linebacker, offensive lineman, corner, edge. We don't need no damn tight end. What type?
They got a quarterback at the end.
And a quarterback. Like what? We don't need all of these.
I knew that we were gonna do some shit.
All right, so just to let y'all know, I have to stop this real quick because Icy Nate just sent me some news. He just sent me some news from Phil Yates. He said that the Raiders are hosting former Titans and Falcons cornerback Badili Ware-Wilson on a free agent visit. I don't know who that guy is, but it'll sound like a depth piece to me.
In the words of Conor McGregor, who the fuck is that guy?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know who that guy is. So don't get me the lion, ladies and gentlemen. Do not get me the lion. But let's see what's going on with we're going with the linebacker position, right? I think we didn't pick a linebacker.
Shit.
Which we didn't. We didn't pick a linebacker. So let's see who's available at the linebacker position. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know who that is either. Don't get me the lion.
We're all on the same boat with that. That's awesome.
Right. Name some linebackers, y'all. Name some linebackers that we could get that's available if y'all watching this here.
Make sure to show them who's available because we're all saying the same people. They're already on the board.
Liam, Neal, Jalen Tyman. I think Jalen Tyman is he's a defensive lineman. Why am I on defensive? Okay, so Charles Monty. Okay, so we're on the linebacker position. Linebacker. I'm sorry, we're on defensive line. I'm sorry, I got the initials wrong. So we got Monty Rice, Charles Snowden, Tony Fields, Joshua Ross, Justin Hilliard, Garrett Wallow, Ernest Jones, Nick Neiman, KJ Britt, Grant Stewart, Isaiah McDuffie, Buddy Johnson, Patty Fisher, Errol Thompson. I don't know how you name your person in Errol. I don't know how you pronounce. I just don't understand how you just name somebody that.
It's Errol. I actually know someone with that name.
That's terrible. That's terrible. But me, I want to go something. I want to do something different because since I picked Monty Rice, and I think I picked Monty Rice in the last mock draft. So, me personally, I think I'm gonna go off here and go with KJ Britt here. I'm gonna go with KJ Britt, and go with that pick at the 121st pick. He's the GOAT of all the corners. What you mean, Docs? What you mean by that, Graphk? So,
Graphk, if you're home right now and just want to jump in, come on in, bro. I missed out on you being in with Darian last week. Darian had me in my feelings and shit.
All right, so it's on you, Hammer. It's on you. So the needs are
quarterback.
Oh my God, do not pick a quarterback. So it seemed like we addressed offensive tackle, linebacker, safety, corner. So it's saying offensive lineman, edge, tight end, running back, wide receiver. I don't understand how we need a tight end. I don't understand how we need a running back. This has got to be pre-free agency.
Do we have wait? Let me look at the interior D line. Nah, I was actually stuck at work, bro. I was doing a 16-hour shift. I'll be doing 16s the next 3 days in a row. So yeah.
So these are the defensive linemen that is available. I don't know. I'm just gonna say his last name, Tonga from BYU, Bobby Brown III. I don't want no damn Bobby Brown III. That just don't sound right with me. Daquan Jones from Michigan State, Carl Kemp from Michigan, Mustafa Johnson from Colorado, Darius Stills from West Virginia, Forrest Merrill from Arkansas State, Lorenzo Neal from Purdue, Taquan Graham from Texas, Malik Herring from Georgia, Kyrie Campbell from Florida, Jordan Scott from Oregon.
Go back to the top and open up if you can. Open up Tonga.
All right, so Tonga is 6'4", 322 pounds. His ideal role is an early down nose tackle, and his scheme fits for even front systems. So it's saying that he's a defensive lineman from BYU. They will align sometimes in an odd front where Tonga align is in the zero technique. He does excel as a run defender. When he plays in a good pad level, he is extremely difficult to single block. He needs to become more consistent in disengaging quickly, but he does show the ability to get to the football.
He's got to work on those hands quicker then. That's really it for him. I'm not sure about the height though.
Yeah, he's pretty short. 6'4". That's pretty short for a
y'all ever seen semi-pro? Don't want no short people. Fuck. Let me see what else is up there.
So you got Bobby Brown III.
No.
Where he's 6'4", 315. So he's a little bit lighter.
No.
And he plays in the SEC. So Naquan Jones from Michigan State, 6'4", 323. These defensive linemen are short.
What the fuck is going on here?
Carlo Kemp, 6'3", 286.
No.
He's definitely too short. You got Mustafa Johnson, 6'2", 290. So you got some short players here, man. You really do.
Take
Darius Stills. Darius Stills is 6'1", 281.
Take Tonga. The only thing he really needs, fuck the height. The only thing he really needs to work on is having faster hands.
All right, so the 167 pick. So he did end up taking Tonga from BYU. 6'4" is short for a defensive tackle or defensive lineman. 6'4" is a bit short. We said it needs still need another offensive lineman. No, why? Why we still need an offensive lineman? We picked two back to back.
Yeah.
We didn't go edge. Okay, so we're on the edge position now. So for me, Charles C. Golston, Jonathan Cooper, Shaq Toney. This guy right here is very underrated as an edge rusher. He's 6'3", 238 pounds. He is from Penn State. He played the opposite side of Micah Parsons. He does project as a rotational pass rusher, but his ideal role is a designated pass rusher specialist, and he's a wide 9 defensive front.
He'd be like third and he would be one of those guys.
He'd be more like a third down
for third and long, yeah.
Third down situation, which I don't mind a third down situational type of person.
Neither do I.
And he's 6'3", 238 pounds. He's a bit on the light end, but he's an edge rusher. He's not really
that's the thing.
Interior,
if you're an edge rusher, that's totally different because you need that speed on the edge to make shit happen. So I can't knock that.
And it says that Toney has very good quickness and release off the snap of the football and pairs with a try-hard attitude and a motor in order to guarantee he'll find himself in the second or third effort situations as a defender. I like that. So I'm trying to see what is his what's his weakness is though. It says it comes to the expense of dynamic quickness off the line of scrimmage, his flexibility to win around the edge. There are some questions that his future NFL team will have to answer before deciding to prioritize him in the NFL draft process. One thing for certain, either way, this dude can rush the passer. I mean, I think he's underrated in this draft. So I'm gonna go with, especially we need pass rush. I know we got Gallagher, Godway, Cleveland Farrell, Max Crosby, but if we want to get to the quarterback, we need every pass rusher that we need.
Does Clee get 99 this year?
He probably gets 99 this year. Probably. It's a possibility. So it looks like you're going to have the last pick, Hammer. Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm scared. All right, so with the 200th pick, this is what we need, Hammer. Offensive line, tight end, running back, wide receiver, quarterback.
Go to quarterback.
Oh, my God. Oh, we're having fun with this mock draft, ladies and gentlemen. We're having fun with this mock draft. So the best available quarterback is Sam Ehlinger.
That's it.
You're going with Sam Ehlinger as the last pick for the Raiders?
Yes.
You're about to get butchered.
I know I am, but I'm looking
to get butchered in the draft. I'm telling you right now.
I'm looking at it from the standpoint of I want to see if anybody says anything first, but nobody has yet. I'm looking at it from the standpoint that Mariota's only on a 1-year deal right now. I'm looking at it as Carr's still going to be here for quite some time. He's going to need a backup quarterback after Mariota's gone. So if anybody has a problem with that, anybody wants to roast me as that being my last pick in the draft, go ahead and go for it.
All right,
I watched Sam Ehlinger a lot in Texas. He's a good quarterback, and I think he's serviceable as a backup quarterback in the league.
So this is what Icy Nate. Shout out to Icy Nate for this update. So the guy, Badili Wilson, he is coming in for a visit. He looked like he used to play for the Atlanta Falcons. And shout out to Raider Scout. Raider Scout put this out there too. He's 31 years old, 6'2", 195 pounds. He appeared in 15 games for the Falcons in 2020, where he recorded a career high of 3 interceptions to go with 9 tackles for loss. In coverage, he allowed 10 of 21 targets only for 87 yards and 1 touchdown and a 72.8 QBR on his side. Wilson is a solid depth piece on the secondary, having the ability to play outside corner, nickel corner, in both safety positions. He recorded 4 interceptions in 132 tackles and 4 tackles for loss in his 75 career games in 17 starts. How you feel about that, Hammer?
Wait, what's our grade?
I'll just talk about the guy that is coming in for a visit.
Oh, my bad.
You weren't even paying attention. You suck as a co-host. You suck as a co-host. You suck as a co-host.
No, I heard you. I'm busting balls right now. Again, this is someone that we're not too familiar with. It's not like we both try to watch as many games as we can, even like when we're not watching Raider games, we try to get into the middle of watching other games and stuff.
Right.
And I don't even remember hearing this kid's name when we played Atlanta this past season. I don't remember hearing about this kid.
Honestly, sometimes you don't have to hear about them. They probably just can be playing. You be like, who the hell is that?
See, Dominique just said it. This isn't news.
I can't stand Dominique sometimes. But
I don't blame Hammer for not paying attention. This dude won't even make the team of Peterman the GOAT.
What if he does make the team, Dominique? How would you feel about that? What if he does make the team? I'm gonna sip my water on that one.
Yo, I fucking love each and every single one of you that come in here because always have a great time. This shit is just straight comedy for me when I'm in here.
I got 100 people in the chat with only 57 likes. What we doing here, y'all?
I'm looking at from the StreamYard page, and I see 106 viewers with only 3 likes.
Yeah, that's on Facebook.
Hurricane Helms, what's up with that?
Oh my god! So this is the Draft Network's mock draft that we did. So at number 17, I still picked Trevor Moehrig from TCU. Hammer picked Elijah Bolden from Washington as the corner at number 48. At 79, I picked Brady Christensen, offensive tackle from BYU. At number 80, Hammer picked you picked Spencer Brown, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he picked Spencer Brown at number 80. So back-to-back offensive tackles in the third round. The 121st pick was mine. I picked KJ Britt, linebacker from Auburn. Then Hammer picked with the 162 pick. He picked Tonga from BYU. I picked Shaka Toney, edge rusher from Penn State. And with the 200 pick, Hammer picks Sam Ehlinger, quarterback from Texas.
That's right. I drafted a quarterback in the 7th round. Fight me.
So let us know what you think about this mock draft. Do you like this one better on the Draft Network, or do you like the one that was on Pro Football Network? Let us know in the chat, y'all. Let us know which one y'all like better. Which draft picks? I think, me personally, I like this one better. I like this one better.
Zach gave us an A. Dennis gave us a B. Oh.
His hammer time.
Congrats.
Let me know what y'all think. If y'all didn't see the last draft, I'm sorry that y'all missed it. But me personally, I do like this draft better than the other one. How you feel about this?
Who the hell is this SC kid?
I don't know who he is, and I don't care to know who he is. I don't. So they said, Dominique 5 says a B minus. Surprisingly, I don't understand how y'all saying it's a C. We still draft every need that we needed, like a corner, safety. We went majority defense. We picked up what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defensive players out of the 8 picks. I don't understand how y'all not like this. I'm keeping this one because I'm gonna put this one on the Spotlight Sports Network.
Richard
until Hammer give us his own damn mock draft. I'm gonna save this draft.
Save it. When I get a chance, I'll do another one.
Larry Fleming says the Pro Football Network one was better because he liked the trade from Tampa Bay. So
I'm the type. You know what's funny? I'm the type of person that does not, when it comes to using the mock simulators, I don't like doing trades. But having it right in front of me, it was just logical and made sense. We had 8 picks already going into the draft. We got an additional 3 out of that. That was a no-brainer to go with that.
Yeah, we still have, because after the 200 pick, we had a 215th pick, and we had a 254th pick after that. So we had 2 additional picks. This
one we took Spencer Brown and Brady Christensen. The first one we had Eichenberg, and was it Christensen again? No,
it was.
We had 2 Notre Dame linemen.
Yeah, it was Rainsy or something like that. But I do like this draft though, because I think the back-to-back at 79 and 80, getting back-to-back offensive tackles, and they solid offensive tackles. I do like that. I do like both of them, though. People got on me about taking 2 safeties in the first 2 rounds. Me personally, I don't care what the Raider Nation has to say. The safety position was the worst position in the defense when it comes to it. We play out of position. We didn't have nobody to really cover. Understand that we did get Carl Joseph, but we still need depth at the safety position. I'm tired of y'all saying, "Oh, put Isaiah Johnson at the safety position." Now you can put Isaiah back at where he's at corner, and we addressed 2 safeties in the first. We addressed 2 safeties in the first 2 rounds. Now Isaiah does not have to go there. Think about it, y'all. Think about it.
Yay, I win.
So that is, I saved this mock draft, y'all. So let you know, Trevon Moorick, Elijah Molden, Brady Christensen, Spencer Brown, KJ Britt. I'm not going to butcher his first name, so I'm going to just say Tonga, Shaka Toney, and Sam Ehlinger was the mock draft for this one here. So,
Shaka.
Last but not least, PFF mock draft simulator. Let's go to theirs. This is the final one here, ladies and gentlemen, and we're going to take questions. I won't be taking calls today. I will not be taking calls today. And make sure y'all go to Hammer's house. You see that he put the link there, but the link is already in the chat. So make sure y'all go subscribe to Hammer's house. And if this is your first time being at the Spotlight Raiders Talk, make sure y'all subscribe to the Spotlight Raiders Talk as well. We are on the road to 5,000 subscribers. So we're going to go to Pro Football Focus. I know a lot of y'all hate Pro Football Focus, but I wanted to use the top 3 mock drafts to give y'all 3 different scenarios of this. So you ready for this one, Hammer?
Yeah, unfortunately. Let's see this shit.
So, oh darn, I think I did this wrong. Let me go back.
D, I'll give an A+ if you say FAB. FAB.
FAB. Oh, we know you sub. Oh, thank you for subbing.
Appreciate it.
All right, so let's see. Who is available at number 17 for the Las Vegas Raiders? We got one trade. The Chicago Bears. I don't understand. Okay, so which one they want to give us? I don't understand this select. Oh, it says select team to trade with.
Fuck the Bucs. Fuck the Broncos.
Yeah, we're not.
Fuck any team with a B.
Right. So according to Pro Football Focus, this is what the only needs that we see: tackle, guard, corner, safety. They don't even have linebacker on here because I know linebacker is definitely a need. So we got these are the available positions, available people at 17. Christian Barmore, Christian Darrisaw, Trevor Morig. See, we have some. Look, listen, JOK is there. Joke is there at 17. So Hammer, what you want to do here, brother? You want to keep going down to see what else we got?
I'm gonna get my ass kicked.
Why?
I'm still sold on Morg. I'm sorry, guys. If he's there, I'm taking him.
Even over Christian Darrisaw, or and knowing that linebacker is a need too at 17.
Linebacker is a need. We get a linebacker in the second round, and then we go right back and do the same thing we did the last time and take tackles and guards in the third round. All right, let's switch it up because I don't want to piss anybody off. Scroll up a little bit. Go down. Take JOK.
Let's go. So JOK is the number 17th pick. All right, so we gotta wait till the next. All right, so we address the linebacker position. We don't have no trades here. So look who's the best available here, y'all. The best available here. Jabril Cox is there. Paul. But we do need a safety. We do need a safety since we went linebacker in the first round.
That's the thing, and I keep saying it, especially when it comes to Jamin Davis. Like, if we were to go the route with Morrig, which I know it's probably getting annoying now with us doing that shit, but you are looking at Jamin Davis as a late second round pick. I don't see why we don't go that route. Like, Carlos, trust me, I get that, bro. And this is, I guess right now we're doing this for like the third time, so I'm trying to please the people, but
his biggest strength is his frame, but his biggest weakness for Davis is coverage experience. That's the problem.
He doesn't have the experience. I watched the kid's highlight tape, and he fucking had a couple of nice plays getting interceptions and shit, so. But
mind you, I don't have the full actual. I didn't pay for Pro Football Focus Simulator, so I can't see everything. Me personally, like, the question is Jamar Johnson going to be there at the third round? That's my only thing for me. Because who pick is it? It's your pick, right, or my pick?
No, this is your pick.
Oh my God, this is tough. We did pick. I'm not going to pick Eichenberg because we did that in the last mock draft. This is tough, man. This is tough.
I feel like if I was in Mayock's position right now, if I was a GM, period, like, I would keep breaking this stuff down over and over again, and then just be dead set on players. If I know that they're going to be available to me, I'm just gonna be like, fuck this, I'm taking this dude, I'm taking that guy, I'm taking that guy. Like,
I don't want to go back-to-back linebackers though, but right there, Davis is good and Jabril Cox is like good.
Yeah,
too.
go two linebackers and see how quickly you get cursed out by each and every single person in here right.
So me personally, like I'm gonna go off the limb here, and they're not gonna like this, but I'm gonna go with Richie Grant. Because I think Jamar Johnson is going to be there in the third. All right. So look, like, what I say? What did I say? You see this? Do you see this, Raider Nation?
Wow.
Do you want to see this? Do y'all see this? Jamar Johnson is still there in the third. Jamin Davis is still there in the third. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? It is on Hammer.
Fuck, man.
And we still gotta get tackle and guard here.
Right.
We still gotta get tackle and guard.
See who's available on the offensive line first, because we have back-to-back picks. So Christensen is still there.
Hainsey is still there. Spencer Brown is still there. So we still got some good offensive linemen. Van Lanen is a good one from Wisconsin too. I'm taking
Jamin Davis, and you do what you want to do with the 80th overall.
All right, so he's going with Jamin Davis.
Every single year I've been doing these mock drafts, or I've been talking about the draft for quite some time before it actually comes, and I start looking at tape. I look at guys, and I'm so glued into certain players. Jamin Davis is one of those guys for me this year, so I hope they do get him.
I'm gonna go different here with the offensive line, because I mean we picked Christensen already. We picked Spencer Brown.
But Brown is the type of guy that we need. That dude is a fucking beast.
But Christensen is just as good as Brown too. And we picked these in the last mock draft. I'm not trying to be the same, but listen, if that's the best, let's see who's the best available on the board. Jamar Johnson is the best available on this goddamn board. Oh,
Kelvin Joseph is still up there. Wow. In the third round, he's still up there?
I don't know what Pro Football Focus is doing with this mock draft.
This is why I can't stand I'm telling you, man.
I don't understand this. I don't understand this Pro Football Focus. I don't understand this at all.
They're the worst. They are the worst.
So me personally, I'm gonna have to go with Spencer Brown again. I'm gonna have to do it at number 80. We got to address the guard position. We addressed safety, didn't we? We addressed corner, didn't we? No.
Look at the thing. Look at our picks.
So, how can you look at the picks here? All right, so the 121st pick is on the clock. I don't know how we can look at our picks. I don't know how you can do that. So the first round pick at 17, we picked a linebacker at 17. And then we get to the second round with the 48th pick. We picked Richie Grant. That's a safety. So safety and linebacker is off the board. And then with the back-to-back picks, we did linebacker again and offensive tackle, right?
We need a guard.
So we need a guard. A guard is a need right now. So let's see who's available at the guard position or offensive line position, because they don't really have a guard on here. Well, you have Kendrick Green, Aaron Banks, David Moore, Drew Dahlman, Chad Heron, Drake Jackson, Mekhi Minute, Jack Anderson.
Go back up. All the way up. Let me see the lines for Kendrick Green and Aaron Banks.
I wish they had more information on here.
Again, this is PFF. I'm not fucking surprised.
So they saying his explosiveness and his weakness is hand usage. It's not much. They should have some type of scouting report on here. And I'm not signing up to pay for Pro Football Focus. You got me jacked up.
They're taking forever to do this fucking verdict. Sorry, guys.
Oh, for the George Floyd case?
Yeah. Go back.
This is
let me see the kid out of Notre Dame.
So Aaron Banks, his pass protection technique and his weakness is overall athleticism.
I'll take the kid out of Illinois.
So we're gonna go Kendrick Green here with that pick. So we got 3 more picks left. We got the 162, 167, and the 200. So 6 trades. I don't know where these trades are coming from. So I guess the Chicago Bears want to trade with us. The Buffalo Bills wants to trade with us. So the Buffalo Bills wants to trade. So the teams that's interested is the Kansas City Chiefs, the Arizona Cardinals, Miami Dolphins, and Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears, and Buffalo. I'm not trading nobody right now. I'm not trading nobody. Absolutely not. I'm not doing that. So we got our offensive lineman. Let's see who's available right now.
Going to the pancake party.
Oh my God. I can't believe you sometimes. So, I mean, I don't mind picking up another corner. Or did we pick up a corner? I don't think we did.
Nope.
I don't think we picked up a corner.
Elijah Griffin is out there.
I don't know how Elijah Griffin dropped to the 5th round. That doesn't make any sense
because it's PFF.
But I'm gonna go with Demore Lenore here from Oregon. But before I do that, let me see what's his weakness and what's his strength is for Demore Lenore. Because I want to do we want to keep these scenarios different. And I was just kind of surprised, with how Jamar Johnson and Jamin Davis just dropped. I'm still surprised about that when it comes to it. Raiders lost in the Super Bowl 2002. I'm still laughing. Y'all just lost recently in the Super Bowl. Y'all just got your ass kicked to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So stop that.
Yeah, wasn't the Super Bowl more or less take your son to work day for Mahomes?
Right. So they say his biggest strength is tackling and his mirror ability. I think mirror ability can be coached, in my opinion. But if his strength is tackling, that's something that the Raiders don't do at the cornerback position.
Tackling
I'm taking him.
Tackling fuel.
I'm taking him. So it's on you. It's on you, Hammer, with the 167 pick.
What do I have available to me?
So the best available is Khalil Herbert, running back from Virginia Tech. You got
Herbert the pervert.
Huh?
I said Herbert the pervert.
Oh my God. So I think we really addressed all the positions according to Pro Football Focus. So where do you want to look, knowing that this is the 167 pick?
Show the best available. Let me just look through that real quick.
All right, so the best available, these are the best available: Aaron Banks, Simi Fehoko, Khalil Herbert, Aaron Banks, the guard.
He's still up there. I would take Banks.
All right, so you take Aaron Banks with the
look. The one thing we absolutely need to do right now is build depth for the offensive line right now. So I think that would definitely be, especially that late. It's not a bad draft pick.
All right, so the final pick in this draft.
Is there a quarterback left?
Jesus Christ!
Hey, they said it was a good move. They said it was a good move.
What, to get Banks?
No, when I said before, when I took Ellinger, they said it wasn't a bad idea.
I'm not taking no quarterback right now.
Who the hell is that guy?
What, Felipe Franks?
Who the fuck is he?
I don't know. You asking the wrong darn person.
It's
God. Arkansas we talk about. Nobody watch Arkansas plays football. Nobody watch Arkansas's football. We don't. Let me see here. They said Banks was a good pick. Okay. So for the 200th pick, you know what? I'm going to go wide receiver here.
Raiders don't tackle at the cornerback position, man. How you think all those quarterback? All right. You want to know why our corners got concussions? More specifically, Damon Arnett, because he doesn't know how to tackle. He leads with his head every single time. And I'm going to keep saying this.
I don't understand how we have physical corners. The only physical corner that we have is Trayvon Mullen.
I'm going to keep saying this until you're blue in the face. Arnett keeps tackling like that. He is going to be out of the NFL by the end of his rookie career if he keeps going helmet to helmet.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand like how people say that we have physical corners. If we have
the PFF uses the Madden name generator to add in names. That sounds right.
I don't understand. The only physical corner that we really have, honestly, is Trayvon Mullen. Damon Arnett is not that physical of a corner. He's not. He can't stay on the field because of concussions. I'm sorry to say. So let me see what's available at the wide receiver position.
Do I still have? I wonder if I still have this account.
What?
With what's it called? Fantasy Pros. I wonder if I still have my subscription with them right now.
All right, let's see what we have the best available right now.
Yo, I get that he's physical, but dude is just Arnett. I didn't say he wasn't physical. He just uses his head too damn much.
I don't think he's that physical. I think he's gonna. I got a feeling. I don't think he is. I don't think he's a physical corner. I gotta see him without that big behind thing on his hand this year. I gotta see it because he wasn't really that physical at Ohio State. Because if you really want to be honest, nobody knew who Damon Arnett was because Jeff Okudah was the star at Ohio State. Let's just be realistic here. Only reason why Jeff Okudah is not playing up to his high level because he plays for the Detroit Lions. Hello. We're not going to do that.
I never said our defensive backs were not physical. Just I'm putting it out there.
They just can't. We had issues tackling in the secondary all last year. No matter if they was physical or not. They went on, they was on bad angles. They led with their head. They didn't properly tackle. And we had a lot of missed tackles from our secondary, from the safeties and the corners, period. Arnett needs better tackling technique. So that's a fact.
That's it.
That's why, like, when if he has a better technique or a better keep his head on a swivel, he'd be all right.
And the only reason I'm so hard on Arnett, is because I went through the same thing. I was the type of person growing up until I finished playing semi-pro football about 4 years ago now. I loved helmet-to-helmet contact. 9 times out of 10, I would win and not have any type of issues. The last month that I played 4 years ago, I suffered 3 concussions in the span of a month.
You can't.
That's when I was like, I got to hang it up because I was playing reckless. That's what he's doing now.
That's what I need to fail to realize. When you have a bad technique, you can't be physical with a bad technique. Because it's the difference between missing tackles, having a technique, then being physical. So you got to have the technique. You got to have the right angle to tackle, and you have to hit physically. I'm not going to keep telling a sane person that makes millions of dollars to keep your head up. You should have learned that in college. You should have learned that in high school. You should have learned that in Pop Warner to keep your head up. You're getting paid millions. You should know how to. Be technically sound.
Judge is out.
Oh darn. So with me personally, I don't know where to go here at number 200. I really don't know. So you know what?
Felipe Franks.
I'm gonna go Jacob Harris, wide receiver from UCF. Our corners didn't tackle well last year. They really didn't. And I'm gonna keep my honest opinion. Our whole team.
The defense as a whole did not. Their form tackling was garbage. A lot of them were arm tackling. They couldn't angle pursuit for shit. It's been the ongoing thing for the last couple of years with the defense. They fucking gave up a total of 400 rushing yards in 2 weeks to the Falcons and the Jets. At that point, Gunther should have been gone, and he wasn't. Right. The defense has been suspect as fuck. They're giving up close to 30 points a game. That's not good defense, guys.
Hold on, bro. I'll be right back. You got it from here, bro.
Shit.
What?
You guys ever see Wayne's World? Where Garth is by himself? That's how I feel right now. Hi. Do you guys want to hear this verdict, or should I just strictly stay about football right now? Because I think a lot of us in here would like to know what the hell is going on in the world. Besides the fact that a town on Long Island that I lived close to growing up, there was a shooting there today, and CNN is covering that as well. This shit's got to stop, people. Who's the Chiefs fan in here? Bye, bitch. Put him in timeout. I think I did. Uh-oh. No, I didn't. My bad, Danny. Don't be mad at me.
All right, I'm back, y'all. Adding myself out the stream. I'm bugging.
Good job. Hold on.
I'm bugging, but me personally, people could be mad all they want about how I feel about our corners last year. Yes, we did beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, we beat the New Orleans Saints. Yes, but when it comes to our corners and it comes to our secondary, we missed so many tackles. So I'm sorry. I have to put it out there. If you don't like it, then you don't like it. Everybody, we are entitled to our own opinion, yo. We're entitled to our own opinion. So, just to let you know, outside of everything that's going on with the Las Vegas Raiders, the verdict is out for the George Floyd situation. Guilty on second-degree murder, guilty on third-degree murder, and guilty on second-degree manslaughter. That's the verdict. Our cornerbacks are dogs. Our slot corners are not dogs. Our slot corners not dogs. Why are we going after corners then? If our corners are so dogs, right? Why a corner is a need in the draft? And why a corner is needed in free agency? If our cornerbacks are dogs, right? Why are we going after Richard Sherman? Answer this question. Let's be real. If our corners is so dogs, is so great, why we're going after Richard Sherman and all these other corners in free agency? It doesn't make any sense. What was the point of signing Rasul Douglas yesterday? But our corners are dogs. Elaborate. You need veteran presence, but we forgot how much Richard
Sherman. This is why we should have got Sherman.
Yeah, but my thing is, I don't mind the veteran presence. Don't get me wrong, but if you have not looked in that Super Bowl where he was getting burnt all game, But they said that our corners are dogs. If we're dogs, why corner is a need? So elaborate with that. If our corners are dogs, is Never Lawson a dog? No. Is Keshawn Nixon a dog? No, he's not. And Meek Robinson, it's still. I said, yeah. It's been times when Trayvon Mullen missed mad tackles. It's been times when Damon Arnett barely can tackle.
Trayvon Mullen had one game this year where he was the primary reason why the defense was fucking up. He was constantly getting penalized.
Come on, y'all. Y'all got to be real if they dogs or not. Thank you, loyal to the We have no shutdown corners. We don't. If Trayvon Mullen and Arnett is so much of the dogs, then why is it a need in this draft if they so much of the dogs?
Well, you know what?
Please tell me that.
Here's the thing, and Luis is putting it perfectly. They need time in coaching. Guess what? We have the founder and architect of the Legion of Boom. He will get these guys straightened out, and he will get that done quickly. Gruden wants to stay in his ways. Gus Bradley is not going to let that shit happen. He will make the necessary adjustments. He's already done that. You can clearly see that Gruden and Mayock were giving him some say when it comes to his defense, the way he retooled in free agency and looking at the draft. I think Mayock is going to talk to Gus more about this and Gruden as well and be like, hey, you want to go this route? Let's go with a defensive player at the 17th overall pick. And we take it from there. I think we're going to be okay this coming season. But yeah, they need to be coached. They need shit worked on. Gunther didn't do a fucking thing to help this defense at all last season.
Facts. So we'll see.
Titans, shut up.
I'm not going away from the point of the topic. At the end of the day, I didn't see good tackling from Mullen or Arnett last year. I didn't see it. Until we see it, until he gets better, and hopefully Gus Bradley can coach these guys up, that'll be fine. But listen, at all three levels, we didn't look like dogs last year. At all three levels, we didn't look like dogs. So the only way the defensive backs to be good in this league, if you know football that much, your defensive line has to be great. Your linebackers have to be good. And it goes off the third phase of the defense, which is your secondary. So hopefully we can just see what happens there. But mock draft, we need, and according to all these mock drafts, every mock draft that we saw today, it said that we needed a corner, but we got dogs. So this is our mock draft from Pro Football Focus. We got JOK at number 17. We got Richie Grant at 48. Jamin Davis at 79. Spencer Brown at 80. Kendrick Green. So we got back-to-back picks with Spencer Brown and Kendrick Green. I took Demore Lenore. They gave him an A-, surprisingly, at 162 pick. That's surprising. Aaron Banks, guard from Notre Dame. So we picked up 3 offensive linemen in this draft. 3 offensive linemen with no trades. Jacob Harris, the wide receiver from UCF, and Pro Football Focus gave us a B+. Gave us a B+ on this mock draft. Let us know. Let us know what y'all think in the chat.
My fault, I'm muted. They give a B+ to every fucking time you draft anybody on that damn thing. So that's what your overall grade is always going to be. That's why I feel like that shit sucks.
It says overall grade is a B-. I'm kind of surprised that Jacob Harris was an A-. I'm so proud of these grades as the people that we picked. I think this is out of all the 3 mock drafts, this was a tough one. But Jamin Davis and knowing that Jamar Johnson was there, that was really tough for us to pick, Hammer. Jamar Johnson or Jamin Davis. We got the people that we wanted.
Yeah.
We got the need. We got the safety, Richie Grant. I don't understand how Jamin Davis is a C+ and JOK is a C-. That's the part I don't understand.
This is the worst one to freaking do a mock draft with.
Thank you, Anthony. Abram needs to get better in coverage, but he's an alpha on the defense. Yes, because I'm telling you, it's all about technique. It's all about technique. Jamin Davis at 79, insane, absolute A+. That's what Eddie said. Everyone just needs to be more disciplined. Yes, Icy Nate, I agree with you there. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. They are our 3 mock drafts from the 3 major mock draft simulators. So let us know, man. Let us know how you feel about it. Let us know in the chat how you feel about
Larry, you are absolutely right. Fuck the Knights. USF.
UCF, not USF.
That's why I said fuck the Knights. UCF, USF, horns up, motherfuckers. Fuck UCF.
Hey, don't make me get demonetized. God darn it. You just said the F word in like the
He's
last.
absolutely right. UCF doesn't translate into the NFL. Prime example, Blake Bortles.
Well, Blake Bortles was never a good quarterback. I mean, he had that one good year with Jacksonville, but other than that,
everybody was on his sack when he was at UCF, though.
Are you serious? Raiders on top. He said Arnett leading with his head and being a headhunter proved that he is a dog. When you leading with your head, you're not going to stay in the league that long. What are
NFL, not for long.
He'd probably be out of the league within 5 years if he's going to keep leading with his head. That's not the right way to tackle, bruh. It's not. But it's all good, though. It's all good. Do y'all have any questions? Can we call in? Do I really want to do a call-in show? Do I really want to have
here. I'm here. Yes, you do want to do a call-in.
I'm not really feeling y'all today because I know I'm the Raider Nation not feeling me today. They're not.
Are you guys excited that I'm here? Is that what it is today? Like, let's be honest. I do miss you guys.
All right, give me a second while I get this ready. I'm gonna put the cam down. I'm just going to talk.
Yeah, I'm on a roll. I've been on a roll for like the last week, just winning, and I won again. See?
Don't call the number yet, please. I'm not even putting the number yet. I'm not even putting the number up yet. Don't call the number yet, please.
877 but
877 cash now.
We will be at the Death Star come this August. I cannot wait.
Hopefully we will. Hopefully.
Why am I getting a hopefully now?
Let's see here. I'm trying to set it up as we can as far as the call-in show. I really wasn't trying to do a call-in, but that's what y'all want. This is what y'all won't get.
You got to give the people what they want if you're a man of the people, D.
Man, they didn't give me what they want today. They didn't like nothing that I did as far as this draft.
You know what, Anthony? I've been calling it Thunderdome because everybody was shitting on Death Star.
Not the Thunderdome.
Welcome to Thunderdome, bitch. But then friggin' Mark Davis monikered it as a Death Star where other teams' dreams go to die.
That's why he called it Death Star.
It's a giant Roomba off the strip, okay? Arizona's got their giant toaster in the desert. We got the giant Roomba off the strip.
Okay. So, if y'all mofos want to call in, right? Y'all can. So, let me make sure I get the number out. And if you want to call in right now. And I'm going to take the scroll off because...
Yay! F you, Eddie.
And I'm going to change the color, too. For some reason. I don't know why. It's on. Oh, I know why. Because Jake was on here. My bad.
Ladies and gentlemen, me and Jake the Snake Silva will be live in about 2 hours, bringing you live commentary of the Mets versus the Chicago Cubs.
So make sure you
out on that. Don't miss out on that. Make sure to come on in. If you guys haven't already, sub to the channel. And Saturday, I'm doing UFC with him as well.
Thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian and Hammer. Who is this? Where you calling from?
Darian, this is Vince out of Las Vegas. What's going on?
What's going on, man? What's up with you? How are you today, man?
I'm doing good on this fine Tuesday. I'm down here in the Veg, where the Raiders stay. I love the show. I love what you guys do. I like to support the show. I was one of the main people in the comment section asking y'all if I could call in. I just got a few things. I haven't really been watching a lot of the college football, but as far as draft, I see you guys are doing the mock draft. I think everybody's preaching defense. That's exactly what we need. I don't really know who's like the big scouts right now, but we do need a safety. I'm happy that we got Carl Joseph. Pair him up, but we need a ball hawk safety. We do need another corner because our corners are not. They ain't shit. I like Mullen. I think Isaiah Johnson. I think he's proven. His worth. You know, I think he's proven to get some extra peak T. I think we should give Isaiah Johnson. I don't know about Arnett. He was too injured, but I'm gonna kind of give him the benefit of the doubt. Last year, our rookies that came in, Ruggs and Arnett and all those guys, you kind of gotta give them some slack because last year was a really weird year due to COVID. But if we're gonna go draft, I would say we need to get a free safety. I really wanted us to get Jonathan Simmons out of Denver. I was hoping we get him, but they ended up re-signing him, so that was out of that was whack. But I think we need to get a free safety. We need to stack up on our O line so we could protect Carr. I do like how you kind of have like 3 offensive linemen. I think that's decent. We just need to stack up and have some depth in the O line. I think Gus Bradley is a good hire. Does he run like a 4-3 or is it a 3-4 defense?
He runs a 4-3. And sometimes he does.
Yeah, he runs a 4-3.
Sometimes he do a 5-man front, depending on the personnel, depending on the scenario.
Oh, okay. So now I'm seeing how he likes to run his defense. Everybody's preaching about secondary and corners and safeties. Yes, we need those as needs, but I don't think a lot of people, especially the Raider fans, they're not paying attention to our division. We need a pass rush, and that makes sense that we were signing all these little free agents in the offseason. We signed old boy from Baltimore. I think that was a great pickup. We need a pass rush. We need to get to Mahomes. We need to get to Herbert now because it seems like this kid Herbert is going to be a problem for years. Yeah. So I think people need to just relax. I know we need a secondary. It'd be nice to have a decent secondary, but you have to look how Bradley runs his defense. We need a pass rush because we need to get to the quarterback. We have, you know what I'm saying? We don't need like a solid secondary, but if we could get to the quarterback, it's a done deal. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we really agreed on what you said there. Knowing that the defense is going to be the majority of our draft picks. I know it is, but the way that we set up these mock drafts. We got, I think in every mock draft, Hammer, I think we got 2 offensive linemen in each mock draft that we did.
Yep.
So I think we did a great job. I don't know if you saw the first 2. Say what again, Hammer?
That definitely fixes one of the main problems. But like the main thing with the defense is, and this was the main thing for Gus Bradley, it starts with that front 7, man. Pressure breaks pipes. And the one thing with the edge rushers, they're also going to have to try to contain when they have certain matchups. Like you said, Herbert is going to be a problem in that division for quite some time. You're going to have to learn to contain him. Mahomes, another one. You got to be able to contain him because obviously that dude's going to run any chance he gets. That front 7 is going to be what makes this defense going into the season. And with Bradley at the helm of that defense, things are going to turn around. They're going to turn around very quickly. Mark my words on that.
Yeah, so I mean, is there any other questions you have for us before we head out? Because we know we want to make sure we don't hold up the lines.
Okay, not really a question, but I think 2 streams ago when you went live, you had that crazy ass Raider fan that was talking out his ass, talking bad, like he was just all over the place. It was that one Raider fan that was talking about like the Sixers and stuff, and it kind of like dragged and brought down like the stream. I just want to that's hating on John Gruden. The man's only been there 3 years. We went 4-12. Where did we go? 7-9. This past season we went 8-8. What I say to that is Rome is not built in a day. It takes time. So this year, the 4th year, we did have an opportunity of last season to get into the playoffs, but if we don't make it to the playoffs, then Gruden's seat should get hot. But I think everybody should just chill. I think Gruden and Mayock is doing an awesome job. They're not going to hit on every draft pick. Like, nobody's perfect. But I think overall, when you look at the team and you look at the pickups, trading away Mac, trading away Cooper, seeing how we get guys like Jacobs, Renfro, Mullen, and Mad Max, I think they did pretty well, But I think the only thing with Gruden that needs to change or needs to improve is his red zone offense. That's it. Nobody, when you look at the whole season of our offense, nobody really could stop us from moving that ball up and down that field. nobody. I didn't see that, and we had a really hard schedule. Nobody really shut us down. It only came down to the goal line situation, which Gruden needs to be more creative. Maybe hire a better offensive coordinator. I don't know, but I just want to say, everybody lay off Gruden. He's doing an awesome job, and go Raiders.
All right, thank you for calling in. We really do appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it, man. Peace.
All right. How you feel about that? What you say, Hammer?
I agree with everything you said.
Do you think it's more than just red zone defense? I mean, red zone offense, though.
In a sense, yes. We have this conversation on a regular basis when it comes to Gruden and that old school West Coast style short passing game type of defense. You have weapons now, man. You didn't draft Jacobs not to do shit. You don't have this dude is a hybrid, tight end, receiver, whatever you want to refer to him as, and that's Waller. Waller's a fucking beast. Ruggs, I said it when this season ended. Keep your speed, get your weight up, and learn the concept of ball security, and you're going to be just fine. We have Willie Snead now. We have John Brown now. You have weapons, bro. Use them. Yes, you're going to have a different offensive line from what you had last year. You still have a few guys returning, but you got to step up as well. They signed Mariota last year as a backup with a contract with a buttload of incentives to light a fire in his ass, but you couldn't stay healthy. So Carr ran the show until he went down with that groin injury in the game versus the Chargers. Gruden has to play. He's got to run an offense to these guys' strengths. That's the major problem right now. This is not 2000. This isn't 2002. You have to step up and make things happen on the offense now. The defense, Gus Bradley, let him handle that. But you have to fix that offense. You got Kenyon Drake now as a second running back. We could be running a two-headed monster. We have to wait and see how this plays out. I hate saying this. I hate the word rebuild, and I hate that whole mantra that your Sixers had with trust the process. I'm not trusting a process. I need to show and prove and see what the hell these guys are going to do.
It got to be, for me, it got to be double-digit wins. It has to be double-digit wins.
It should have been double-digit wins this past season. You guys started
we had one of the weakest second half schedules last year. And we should have
started 6-3 and went 2-5. Like I had them down. I had them as a 12-4 team, 11-5 at best, and they just shit the bed. Edwards is back as well. Edwards is healthy now.
Yeah, Edwards and Ruggs are healthy this year.
When they talked about him before the draft, when I saw the kid's tape, when I saw the dude, he's a big body receiver. He was going to be there. They drafted him to pretty much to get rid of Tyrell Williams, to run Tyrell Williams out of Vegas.
Well, they was going to run Tyrell Williams out of here anyway because of the fact that he barely played. He barely been on the field. So with Tyrell Williams, we was going to release him anyway because the best ability is availability. And Williams was just not there for the last two seasons. So that's why they went and got Brian Edwards in the third round. That's why they did it.
Play to these guys' strengths and big things will happen.
And just to let you know, that's Hammer's dog. I don't have a dog here. That's Hammer's dog, if y'all can hear him.
Titan, calm your butt.
Wait, Titan trying to go outside?
Yep.
So Raiders on top said we started 6-3 against the hardest schedule and ended up 2-5 against the second easiest schedule. Blame coaching and COVID. All right, so here we go.
I'm not blaming COVID. I'm blaming Gunther.
Spotlight Raiders talk with Darian, with Spotlight and Hammer. Who is this? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, Darian? It's Larry. What's up?
What's going on, Larry? What's up with you? How you been, man?
Well, I doing.
I don't know what just happened. Hello, can you hear me? Larry. I don't know why the Spotlight Sports Network group chat is calling us right now. I'm not answering.
I just shut it down as well.
So Larry, call back in, bro. I don't know what happened, but call back in. Call back in, Larry. I don't know what happened, but call back in, brother. No excuses. We simply didn't coach well enough. Our team fell apart as a defense. That's a fact. That's a fact. Listen, all right, so here we go. And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight and Hammer. Who is this and where you calling from?
What up, Spotlight? This is Mark from 707, Cali.
What's going on, Mark? What's up with you? How are you today?
Doing all right, man. I'm just watching your show, seeing y'all mock draft. Yeah, I think it's defensive rebuild. I think we need to go Trayvon Moehrig or an offensive tackle in the first round.
Yeah, I mean, like I've been saying this like this last year. If I mean not this last year, but the last couple of shows that I've been doing, if Moehrig is not there at 17, then we take an offensive tackle. But every mock draft that we did, Micah Parsons was not there. So that's why we took Moehrig, because Micah Parsons, me personally, I don't think Micah Parsons is going to fall to 17. I just don't think so. And some of the Raider Nation has to be accepting that. So we're going to take Moehrig at 7 or take, JOK at 7. I mean, at 17. So, I mean, personally, yeah.
Let me ask you this. What do you think is our biggest need right now?
That's a tough one. That is a tough one.
Yeah.
Because we have so many needs. We have about 4 or 5 needs that need to be prioritized within this draft. So, mind you, we only got 1 pick in the first round, so we have to hit on it. If Parsons is there at 17, yes, we go get Parsons. But in my opinion, I don't think Parsons is going to be there. So you'll go Moehrig. If Moehrig's not there, the next best option is an offensive lineman. But so you got to go with the best available. If the best available there, go there. If Moehrig is there, go there. If those two not there at 17, then you go offensive lineman.
Hell yeah. Do you think we trade back?
I don't see the Raiders trading back.
Bro, I gotta walk him.
I don't see it. You gotta go.
I gotta walk him. How much longer are you staying on for? How long are you staying on for?
I'm staying on for like another 20 minutes.
I'm gonna try to be back. If not, it's been fun, y'all. I'll be on another 2 hours doing the Cubs Met game.
Right.
It's been real. Love y'all. Show some love and subscribe.
All right, y'all. That was Hammer's house. He had to go due to the fact that he has to walk the dog because the dog is like giving him mad shit right now. So the dog is mad right now. So it's just me for now on. Probably another 10. I did say another 20 minutes, but I say 10 to 15 minutes. But in my opinion, like I don't see the Raiders trading back at all. I don't see if the Raiders trade back, they want someone in those later rounds. But I don't see the Raiders trading back. I just don't.
With everything that we've done this offseason, do you think so if we're not going to trade back and we're going to stay at 17, is there any chance that we take anything else besides a safety or an offensive lineman?
Honestly, it really goes off the best player available. If JOK is there, Jeremiah is going to be there from Notre Dame, the linebacker. It really depends on what the other teams do before us. That's why I think
exactly.
That's why I think the Raiders, the Raiders might have John Gruden. I think they're really going to look at this draft and see what's being picked before us, and then they're going to evaluate if they want to trade back or they want to stay at 17. It really depends on what other teams decide to draft before us. Between that 10 and 15 range, that's where Mike Mayock and John Gruden is going to look at and see what is available there at 10 to 16 and see what if their best player available is off the board or their player is going to stay right there at 17. So it's a lot of options and a lot of thinking and a lot of scenarios that have to happen. Can you hear, are you still there, bro?
Yeah. My bad. It cut out.
No, I was just. Oh, could you hear me? Did you hear what I said?
Nah.
Oh, I'm sorry. So what I was saying is that hopefully when it comes to Mike Mayock and John Gruden between the 10th pick and the 16th pick, they're really going to analyze who is getting picked up in the draft for that actual pick. If they is going to decide if they want to trade back or they want to stay where they at. It really depends between the 10th pick and the 16th pick.
Yeah, man. Because honestly, I mean, I'm not sure if we're going to end up trading up later on or whatever, but I think we're about 4 solid rookies away from competing for a Super Bowl. I really do. I hope we can nail these picks, man.
Yeah, I really hope we know these picks. 17 is going to be a very interesting pick. It's really going to see what players are left on the board and what's the best player available at the position, you know, because like I said before, I don't think Parsons is going to be there at 17. I don't think he will be.
Right. Yeah, because that first pick will dictate how we're going to move throughout the draft. So that's really important.
Yeah, it's really going to and I hope they really thinking like the competition that we have in the AFC West with the Chargers. They're on the up and coming with Justin Herbert. And then you got Patrick Mahomes. He's going to be there for a while. And you just don't know what's going to happen with Denver. So we got to make this draft really good to compete in our division, to try to win the division this year or try to be some type of competition in this division.
Exactly, because the AFC, it's got the most high-powered offenses in the league, and we have a top 10 offense. That being said, we just got to shore up this defense and keep going on the upper trajectory the way we're going, man. I could see us being a lot better than we were last year, and that's a good sign, I think.
Yeah, I agree, man. But thank you so much for calling in. We really do appreciate all the love and the support coming into the show. We really do appreciate it, man. We really do.
All right, Spotlight. Yeah, man, I really enjoy your shows, man. You put out some great content. Always.
Thank you. I appreciate that. That's
yes,
a blessing, man.
Yes,
Thank
sir.
You.
Yes, sir. Have a good one.
All right, you too. All right, y'all. So I'm taking a few more callers because we've been on here for 2 hours. This was a mock draft edition. I was not planning on give me 1 second here. I don't know what is going on with this call right now. Give me 1 second. Do not hang up. Do not hang up. And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight. Who is this and where you calling from? Well, I guess they hung up. I don't know what happened there. I guess they hung up. Hopefully they could call back. So here we go. And thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Darian. Who is this and where you calling from?
What's good, man? It's Ray the Tape. I'm right here in Sacramento.
Ray the Tape, what's going on, my guy? What's up with you? What's up? What's going on, man?
What's good, man? I'm just right here watching y'all drafts and stuff. Just wondering, I actually had a question. What do you think about y'all took in the first draft, y'all took 2 safeties back to back, and in the third draft, y'all took 2 linebackers with y'all first 3 picks. Looking back, what do you think about it?
Me personally, the reason why I took 2 safeties in the first actual draft, that was on the Pro Football Network. I took 2 safeties in the draft because right now, our depth at safety, I mean, we don't really have much there. I mean, outside of Abram, Joseph, and Heath, who else do we really have? I mean, because Tanner Muse came in as a safety, but they moving him to linebacker. So that lose a safety out of the depth. So I took Morick and Jamar Johnson, which a lot of the Raider Nation was big on both of them going into this draft. So what I did was okay, we did 2 safeties. So when we did the first one, Hammer traded with the Buccaneers to give us 3 extra draft picks. So even though that I took 2 safeties in the first second round, we were still able to address every need that we had, and get quality players after we drafted 2 safeties. So that's why I really did it, because of the depth. We don't have no depth really at the safety position. And I think Morrig and Johnson could come in and compete, because I feel like right now the training camp is going to be in-person training camp this year. I really think so. So I think that Morrig and Johnson can come in and compete against each other. Make it competition to where they have to earn a spot. No matter how much they're getting paid, they still have to earn a spot. So with that, with that situation, that's why I did that. Now with the back-to-back offensive linemen, I feel like we addressed 2 defensive players in the first and second round. Now that third round, we had back-to-back picks. Hammer picked Spencer Brown. Was it Spencer Brown? I think I picked Spencer Brown, and he picked another offensive. I think a guard, and I picked a tackle.
Well, on the other one, it was actually I was talking about that third draft. It was that third draft you guys had took, I believe. Okay, so I think it was Hammer actually. But
we took Spencer Brown and Kendrick Green.
In that third draft, you guys took 2 linebackers with your first 3 picks. So you guys got JOK, and then I can't remember who you got.
Richie
second.
Grant, and then
Richie
Jamin Davis.
Okay, yeah, and then Jamin Davis. So then with that one, what do you think about taking 2 linebackers with your top 3 picks? Because personally, I didn't really like. Me personally, I'm not big on a linebacker right now, because I feel like we have 3 starting caliber linebackers. We brought back Morrow. We already have to pay Nick, and we already have to pay Corey. So I just feel like I'm not very big on getting a linebacker like that early, especially 2, because like I've been hearing, we got Mahomes and we got up and coming Herbert. So I feel like how often or how prevalent will 3 linebackers be and have that impact on the field at the same time? And then drafting 2 in the first 3 picks, we have I don't know. I feel like we could address some different needs at that point.
In my personal opinion, I picked JOK because outside of Witkowski and Littleton, who is our third linebacker that could actually cover? And you got to think about it. Nicholas Morrow is on a 1-year contract. We don't know if he's going to come back next year. He might get a bigger bag somewhere else. So even though Jonathan White is there and Taylor Muse is there, they're unproven. So you want to put fire under their behinds and bring in linebackers for competition. So JOK and Jamin Davis, I just feel like right now it would have been competition for, hold up, I'm just looking at the chat. I'm sorry, it really got me. Anthony, you still rather go free safety over Parsons or JOK? At that time in the draft, we went with the best available pair. Parsons wasn't there. In the last 2 drafts, we went with Trevor Morrick, so we wanted to do something different to see how the draft would end up, even though we took JOK at 17. But us taking 2 linebackers in the first 3 rounds, one thing we learned about the Raiders, we don't have no depth on defense. None. We lost Raekwon McMillan to the Patriots. Nicholas Morrow's on a 1-year contract. We don't know if he's going to come back next year or he's going to play up to his potential to earn that contract. We don't know. He's on a 1-year contract. Taylor Muse is unproven. Javin White is unproven. So you want to bring in depth on every position, which we didn't do last year. We didn't bring in no depth on the linebacker position. We got Witkowski and Littleton, and that was it. Yeah, we got the trade for McMillan, but McMillan was only here a half a year. Now he's gone. So that's why I went with 2 extra linebackers, just because of depth piece. Because we don't have
okay.
Just it's because when you look at the depth chart for the Raiders, after Javin White and Taylor Muse, and we don't even know if they're going to start or play or even play a down. We don't know. Taylor Muse coming off an injury. I don't know what the Raiders are doing with Javin White. So that's why we went with the 2 linebackers in that draft, just to see what was the best player available. And at that time, Jamar Johnson was still there, but we picked up Richie Grant. So if he would have went up with another safety, it would have been back-to-back safeties again.
See, so I kind of agree. I wouldn't say I would have done it, but I agree more with taking the safeties more than taking the linebackers just because of what I said earlier about how often would they be on. And also, say we only have 2 linebackers and we need that slot corner. So if you have a slot corner, you're only going to have 2 linebackers on the field. And that would mean we have 3 linebackers on the sideline. 2 of them would be draft picks, and they wouldn't even be on the field. And it's like, so why did we go back and get Morrow if we would just draft 2 linebackers? And then why I like taking the safeties more, just to get to that point, would be because just like I said about KC and Herbert coming up, shit, I wouldn't be mad at having a couple safeties out there instead of that extra or having that third linebacker out there. You see what I'm saying? So
but
that's
if
why
that
I wasn't
third
really
linebacker can cover, but if that third linebacker can cover, there's nothing wrong with having a great interior inside linebacker than Nowakowski because he's not great in coverage. But you do want to have your outside linebackers that can cover. So that's why we took one of those because even JOK is a linebacker.
So I can see JOK. I can see JOK because he could cover.
He could cover, but you got to think about it too. JOK could be a good edge rusher too. So he could be in a rotation on the D line. And Jamin Davis could play that cover linebacker. You got to think about it too. He did play a lot of edge at Notre Dame when it came to JOK.
JOK is another one that could be like a hybrid
edge too. So he makes him a little versatile.
No, I hear you. I'm just not big. That's what I'm saying. I'm just not big on the linebacker spot right now. I just felt like because imagine if y'all would have snatched up like Darrisaw, then Richie Grant, and then y'all got Jamin Davis. You see what I'm saying? That's why I was kind of like, okay. I mean, I just don't like too many linebackers right now based off of how our division and how the league is. Because I feel like we kind of fulfilled that. Taking one, I could understand, especially if Michael Parsons is there. You can't really skip on him, but at the same time, I'm high on Trevon Moehrig. Like I don't want to pass up. That's like a no-brainer pick. And I see why you guys wanted to switch it up. You know what I mean? I just wanted to have the conversation because I know you guys wanted to take Trevon Moehrig every single time in the first place. That would have been boring. So y'all had to switch it up somehow. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So I understand. I just wanted to have the conversation.
Right. But me personally, like when it comes to only reason, like just in case if Tanner Muse because in the training camp you got to make tough decisions. Say if Jamin Davis or JOK outplays Javin White and Muse, and we lose Javin White and Muse, so we do that's the reason why we picked those 2 linebackers. We just looking at it from so many scenarios. That's why we did 3 different mock drafts. So we want to see it from every scenario. What can happen at 17 and 48? So we did it from a two safety scenario, and then we end up trading at the end of that draft, getting 3 more draft picks. So we just did it from a different scenario for each mock.
No, for sure. That's what I'm saying. Y'all had to switch it up somehow. And another thing is, how do you guys feel about taking a defensive tackle with one of the top 3 picks? Because I noticed you guys didn't really want to look at that D line until later in the draft. And I'm not saying to get a D tackle in the top 3, but I'm just wondering what y'all think.
It was a big thing for me before free agency to get a D tackle. But once they signed so many D tackles in free agency, and all those guys are still under the age of 30, that's why I was like, we could probably go D tackle later on in the draft because what we did in free agency. Now, if it was pre-free agency, it would have been different. I probably would have took a D tackle in the 2nd or 3rd round. If we didn't sign all those D tackles, and then we end up getting rid of Maurice Hurst and Arden Key. But Maurice Hurst was one of our defensive tackles. So I'm sitting here like, okay, just imagine we lost them. Or they show Hammer showing his dog to y'all, just to let you know. But that's why I didn't go defensive tackle in the first 3 or the first 2 rounds because of what the Raiders did in free agency because those guys that they brought in is still young. They barely over 25. So they still have some legs under them. They still young. So I'm like, nah, we wouldn't go D tackle until in the later rounds because we already have got younger up front.
Okay, I hear you, man. All right, so, well, I'm gonna let y'all go, then, man. I appreciate y'all putting on the show and dropping the content. Thank you.
Thank you for calling in. We really appreciate those questions, man. There was some good questions. Appreciate it.
All right, man. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right. So you got the doggy on here to collaborate with me. What's up? Hello.
Yeah, he wanted some screen time.
You got screen time now. Say what you gotta say. You gotta say what you gotta say, buddy. You got the screen time now, buddy.
So there's a dude. I don't want to butcher. I think it's Samoan Raider. I saw a video he put up the other day about them potentially being interested in Melvin Gordon.
Okay,
not
so
Melvin Gordon, Melvin Ingram.
Before we take another call, we're going to talk about that right now. Before I take another call, so whoever was the last caller, stay there. Do not leave yet. We want to address this before we go into the next caller, because I'm gonna stay on to 6 o'clock and that's it. I'm shutting the lines at 6 o'clock. So I'm gonna talk about this real quick. Me personally, the only thing about me trying to get Melvin Gordon, the question is how healthy he is.
No, not Gordon, Ingram.
Melvin Gordon. God damn it, all these goddamn Melvins. I'm not taking the calls just yet. So just give me a second. When it comes to Melvin Ingram, the question is he healthy enough? That's one. Number two, how much do he want? Number three, where will he fit? That's the thing. If we go out and get Melvin Ingram, right? That means we shouldn't address linebacker. Why should we address linebacker? If we go get Ingram or Houston is just as old as Ingram, in my opinion. But when it comes to that, do we still address the linebacker position in the draft? If we go out and get it, Ingram is going to be tough for him to be with the Raiders, knowing that Yannick is on one side and Cleveland Farrell or Max Crosby, or the way y'all have the line set up, it's going to be on the other side. So where does Melvin Ingram fit? Please tell me. Please tell me. So Hammer, go ahead before we take this last call.
No, I really don't know how to feel about it because there are a lot of things to take into consideration, his health being one of them at the same time. What are we going to end up doing in the draft if we do in fact get him? How is that going to work with who we currently have as linebackers? Are they going to go by committee? Are they going to do a rotation? Is he a good fit for this defense? Granted, he played under Gus already. I don't know.
All right, so we are going to take the last call of the night. So I'm up. If you do have the number and the last person that called, make sure you call in right now because we're taking the last call of the day. So call in right
time.
All right, so here we go. Thank you for calling the Spotlight Raiders Talk with Spotlight and Hammer. Who is this and where you calling from?
It's popping.
Hello. Hi.
I don't know who that is, but they're getting blocked. Here we go with the BS. Before this, let me see about this caller. Let me try to block this caller real quick. I don't know who that was, but you're being blocked. Sorry. All right, so next caller. I'm taking one last call. I'm putting it on. Let me take this number down. I'm taking one last caller. I'm waiting. If you have the number already in your phone, call up. If not, I'm shutting the phone lines down. So you got 5 minutes.
So he's gonna go John Taffer and shut this down.
Man, listen. But I mean, Hammer, you got anything before we head out, man? Because I'm about to shut these lines down.
Check me out in less than 2 hours.
All right, so I'm shutting the phone lines down. I'm sorry. I'm shutting the phone lines down till tomorrow. Phone lines is closed. Sorry, y'all. But make sure y'all go over and follow Hammer House. The link is in the chat. If you see the blue link, you see that's Hammer's house. Damn, no need to impact defensive tackle. We haven't had one since Daryl Ruster and Chester McLaughlin. Damn. Sheesh. But make sure y'all tune into Hammer House at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be the Mets versus the Cubs. He's doing MLB over there. With me, you know me. Y'all can always come and subscribe to the Spotlight Raiders Talk or the Spotlight Sports Network. All the news that we gave y'all today, that was the news for today, and we did the mock draft edition because y'all said I have not done any mock drafts lately. So with that being said, and just to let you know, I don't know why you're still calling because the phone lines are shut down. So we need more WWE channels like these. I'm not a WWE channel, but Hammer is. Definitely is. UFC, Raiders, Mets, WWE, you name it, he got it. We do that on the Spotlight Sports Network as well. So if you want to subscribe to the Spotlight Sports Network, we do wrestling over there, and we'll have all the mock drafts as well. So thank y'all so much for tuning in to another Spotlight Raiders Talk show. And we will be back tomorrow, hopefully the same time, which I wish Hammer can do it, but no, he lives his life at the hospital. So with that being said, peace, love, happiness, positivity, and I don't know what else to say.
Wash your hands, wash your asses, shields up, hammer down.
Because I wasn't going to say it. I was waiting for you to say it, bro.
Shields up, hammer down. We out.
Peace. We out of here, mofo.